Hello, welcome. This is the introduction to Biology 145, Human Biology at Highland Community College. I'm the instructor, Alan Nowicki, and we're going to do a brief overview of the entire course and talk about a few things here. First of all, this is a 3-credit course in natural science. It provides 3 credits of general education for the Associate of Arts or the Associate of Science degree. It's not a lab science, but it is science. The course is delivered entirely online. Most of the materials are pre-recorded or written materials that are available online or through your textbook. Most of the assignments and testing are available online, and you can take them online. There's no requirement for you to come to Highland at any particular time, but sometimes it might be helpful. I will hold weekly review or discussion sections on Zoom, and I'll try and vary the time so that you can make them. They are available for you, but they are not required. Okay. I'm going to present most of the material in short movies or panopto videos. These can be paused and looked at. They can be played multiple times. The primary resource for this course is a textbook, Human Biology by Michael Johnson. It's a Pearson book available at the Highland bookstore. You can get it in a physical copy or you can get it as an ebook. Okay, the course Human Biology, we're going to divide it into 5 sections. The first section we're going to do is really basically chapter 1. It's what is human biology, and then it includes a discussion of science and how science and society interact. Then we're going to go over some background materials for human biology, some ideas about chemistry that affects the human body, some of the small microscopic parts of the body called cells, and we'll progress to how organs function. And then in the third section, we'll talk about particular organs like the nervous system and the endocrine system. Those are the glands that make hormones, and then our transport, our cardiovascular system. Then we'll talk a lot about human reproduction, genetics, and inheritance in the fourth section. And then lastly, we're going to talk about some bigger picture things like human evolution and the human interaction with the environment. This little picture here is a picture of New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina, and we'll talk about things that humans do that affect the environment and how the environment affects humans. There'll be a test on each section, and each section covers at least 1 chapter in the textbook. Most likely it'll be 2 to 4 chapters. Okay, so that's the brief introduction to the materials. I should also give you a brief introduction to myself. I'm Alan Nowicki. I'm a Highland biology instructor. So how did I get here? Well, I'm someone that went to college for a long time. I have a Bachelor of Science in Zoology, the study of animals. And kind of like right now, when I graduated, was not a really good time to look for a job in zoology. So I talked to one of my professors, and I wound up staying to do a Master of Science. And he was one of my favorite professors, Dr. Burns at the University of Wisconsin in Madison. And he worked with parasites. And so we studied little organisms that lived inside other organisms. And I worked on mink, a parasite of mink and otters. That's an otter there on the upper right of that collage. And I studied this parasite for a couple years. And after I did that, I also worked for my professor because he had to teach classes. And so I was his teaching assistant. And I decided I wanted to teach at a university. And so I got a second master's degree in higher education and college teaching. I did that at Southern Illinois University, so I have a statue of Lincoln. Although I gotta admit that upper middle guy there, Lincoln, that's Lincoln and at the Madison campus. So it's kind of a cheat. But so I did that, and then since then I've been working in higher education. I've taught at the University of Wisconsin as a teaching assistant, at the University of Alberta. I taught at Waldorf College, and I've been at Highland Community College far too long, but it's okay. It's been good. Um, and since I've been here, I also went back and got another master's degree in bacteriology, the study of bacteria. If I had to say what's my specialty in biology, I would say I'm a disease biologist. I work on the study of diseases in animals and people. And so I have a good understanding of those types of things. I teach a lot of human anatomy and physiology for nurses. I also teach a lot of kind of population biology and ecology, which is kind of related to disease. So that's kind of my professional introduction. I really went to college at 18 and kind of never got out. And so, that's what happens. Okay, but yeah, a little more personal introduction. So I've been a student for a long, long time. I'm still learning things. I'm learning lots of new things, how to teach online. I love reading, and so I do a lot of reading. I'm an outdoor sports person, do a lot of camping, hiking, canoeing. I have a kayak. Those are my kids there. I spend a lot of time with my kids. I have a son and two daughters. I also like to be outside, and I'm a volunteer for several environmental organizations. And other than that, I enjoy eating and exercising and, just being around people. So that's my introduction. Hopefully, I'll get to know you through your forum posting. And I think this will be some fun, and we'll learn something in the meantime. Okay, good luck, and we'll see you around.